Good morning. This is courtroom 1, session 1. I'm Judge Amy Carter. Could I have the attorneys place their appearances on the record, please?
Kathy Kennedy Swanson on behalf of the Office of the State Attorney.
Lakeisha Halen, Office of the Public Defender.
Thank you. What's this? Do what? Oh, it's just to redo it? Sir, good morning. Tell me your name, please.
James Irvin Moore.
Mr. Moore, you are here in 19 CF 13299. You were arrested for grand theft and resisting officer without violence. There's probable cause, sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You are not to return to 524 Vereen Drive. Thank you. Your bond on count 1 is $1,000. Your bond on count 2 is $100. You also were arrested in 19 MM 423 for trespass on property after warning. There is probable cause for that offense, sir. Your bond in that matter will be $100. And I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in both cases. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
That's my mother's,
I know.
and I did not steal my mother's phone.
Well, then that should, okay, so that may be true, but you can't go back there right now, okay? Thank you. Good morning. Are you Mr. Charles?
Yes.
Mr. Charles, this is a 19 MM 7534. Ms. Haling, your office filed a motion for non-monetary release conditions. Based upon a review of the motion, I'm not sure. I think that the person who filed this wants it to be a motion for ROR based upon other cases and based upon the circumstances of Mr. Charles. But then they cite to Florida Statute 916, which is the competency statute.
State objects, and the reason that state objects is we believe it should be a competency-related case and conditional release plan, and not a straight ROR. He does have open competency cases. State received it as it was a motion just for straight ROR with not a competency. However, our concern would be that there would be no conditional release plan or evaluation, then this would be a competency
Okay,
case.
so my review of the motion that was filed,
Yes.
it does not appear that Mr. Charles has been evaluated since 2018. So I would not make any finding of competence as relating to Mr. Charles. The motion also incorrectly states that on September 11th, he was found incompetent to proceed by Judge Bigney, and he was not. She denied that motion, but she did release him ROR with a quote-unquote release plan, okay?
Yes.
So I would be open to doing something like that, but the order that I was provided doesn't have any of that information in it
Yes.
as to where Mr. Charles would be living. I don't know these older orders that were signed back in February or in 2018. I don't know if that is still accurate.
Right. Can I confirm the address that we have on the February 1st order with the conditional release where they gave him, he provided the address where he would be residing?
You can certainly confirm that with Mr. Charles. I don't know if
Right.
that's still his address.
Right.
But if you want, I would treat your motion as a motion for ROR with the release plan if you want to do that. But I need an order provided to me with where he's going to be living. He's not going to be able to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal substances.
Okay.
No new law offenses. You cannot return to the Walmart, and you have to abide by all the trespass warnings.
They would have no objection to that being granted with those conditions.
Okay.
And Your Honor, when can I get you the order?
Today.
Okay.
And I'll sign it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make any finding of incompetence or competency. Once the case is assigned to a division, then the lawyers can file what motions they think are appropriate and have him, and the judge can do what they wanna do in that division.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And just to confirm, so when I do the order,
Sure.
it'll have where he'll reside, he cannot possess any weapons or firearms, any illegal drugs, no return to that Walmart, And was that the,
And abide by the trespass warning
okay.
for Walmart. Mr. Charles, look at me. You understand you cannot go back to the Walmart? Yes? You have to answer me.
What?
Mr. Charles, focus, okay?
What is it?
The Walmart. You've been trespassed from Walmart. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, you cannot go back there. If you go back and you come back in front of me, I'm revoking your release. Do you understand? You'll stay here,
Yeah.
okay? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good morning, your name?
Morning, Nicholas.
What's your last name, Nicholas? Mathis? Sir, you were here for an out-of-county warrant from Seminole County for failing to appear on a possession of cannabis less than 20 in possession of drug paraphernalia. Your bond is $495. If you are unable to post that bond, sir, Seminole County is going to come pick you up and you'll see a judge when you get
I
there.
can post it. I just need to call my dad and tell him
Then,
to come to do it.
okay, then you should do that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sir, good morning, your name?
James Edward Billings.
Mr. Billings, this is 19 CF 13221. You were arrested pursuant to a probable cause warrant for aggravated assault with a firearm. Your bond is $5,000, sir. You are not to have any contact with Michael Gentry. I'm appointing the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm also revoking the bond in 19 CF 10191. That bond will be set at none, sir. Thank you.
No weapons as well.
Yes, Mr. Billings, you're also not to possess any weapons or any firearms.
So it's okay that I can bond out now?
No, you can't.
So
You're-
I mean, excuse me, ma'am, I don't even know who this person is. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, sir, that may be true, but you are out on bond on another case, so at this time your bond is revoked.
So the bond that's revoked,
Is on your old case.
how can I get it back?
You need to have your lawyer file a motion. Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Bostic, James Bostic.
Mr. Bostic, you're here in 19 CF 13270. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant for sale and delivery of cocaine. I'm going to appoint the public defender. Your bond's $3,500, sir. Thank you. Sir, good morning. Your name?
Damian Cheney.
Mr. Cheney, this is 19 CF 12172. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant for burglary of a conveyance and grand theft third degree. Your bond on count 1 is $3,500. Your bond on count 2 is $150. You're not to return to 986 Glenmore Court. You're not to have any contact with Jonathan Miller. You also have 19 CF 12660. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant for burglary of a conveyance and petty theft. Your bond is $2,500 on count 1 and $100 on count 2. You are not to have any contact with Annette Crawford. And you're not to return to 986 Lenmore Court. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you in both cases, sir. Thank you. How about Shane Jeffrey? Refusal, okay. Ma'am, I'll be right with you. This is 19 CF 13314, Shane Jeffrey. I'm finding a waiver of his appearance based upon his refusal to attend court. He was arrested pursuant to a warrant for burglary of an unoccupied dwelling. during a state of emergency, and grand theft from a dwelling. Bond on count 1 is $5,000, bond on count 2 is $150. He's not to have any contact with the victim, return to the scene, or have any contact with his co-defendant. The public defender is also being appointed. Ma'am, tell me your name, please.
Tracy Jones.
Ms. Jones, you were here in 13 CF 417. You failed to appear for a violation of probation hearing on July 15th of this year. Your bond is set at none. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you, and you should see Judge Whitehead in the next 7 to 10 days.
I have a court date on Monday.
Okay.
I had not been informed by I never got any correspondence. Okay, no, I'm done, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Well, then you'll see the judge on Monday, and you can explain the circumstances at that time to the trial judge. And
Yes.
you can either, I don't know, maybe resolve the case or see about getting a bond.
Yeah, thank
Okay?
you.
You're welcome. Sir, good morning. Your name?
Eric Maurice Keenan.
Mr. Keenan, this is 19 CF 13301. You were arrested for petty theft with 2 prior convictions. There's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you, sir. You are not to return to Walgreens at 4502 South Orange Blossom Trail. Your bond is $500. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Earthy McLeod.
Mr. McLeod, this is 19 CF 13297. You were arrested for 13 counts of fraudulent use of credit cards and 1 count of grand theft 3rd degree. There's probable cause for all of the offenses. I'm staying the bond as to each amount. So count 1 is 1,000, and then 2 through 14 is at 150. You are not to return to,
UCF.
correct, yep, UCF, the Teaching Academy. You're not to have any contact with the victim. You also have 19 CF 13296. You were arrested for burglary of an occupied structure and grand theft 3rd degree. There's probable cause for those offenses as well, sir. Your bond on count 1 is 5,000. Your bond on count 2 is 150. Again, you're not to return to the Teaching Academy, and you're not to have any contact with the victim in that matter, either Chloe Geller. I'm appointing a public defender to represent you in both cases. Thank you, sir.
Quick question.
Mr. Miles refused.
Okay. That's 19 CF 13279. I'm finding a waiver of Mr. Miles' appearance based upon his refusal to come to court. He was arrested pursuant to a warrant for burglary of a dwelling or structure with damage greater than $1,000 of grand theft 3rd degree. I'm appointing the public defender to represent him. His bond on count 1 is 5,000. His bond on count 2 is 3,500. He's not to have any contact with the victim. He's not to return to the scene, and no contact with his co-defendant. And that's the Island Oasis Drive in Ocoee.
You appointed the public defender to your,
I did. Sir, good morning. Your name?
Stephen Moss.
Mr. Moss, you, sir, are here in 19 CF 13276. You were arrested for dealing in stolen property, grand theft from a dwelling, and receiving money from a pawnbroker by false verification.
Yes.
There's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Your bond on count 1 is $2,500. Your bond on count 2 is $150. Your bond on count 3 is $150. You're not to have any contact with Robert Moss. And you are not to return to the Godfather Pawn at 8519 East Colonial Drive. You're not to return to your dad's house either. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, your name?
Jonathan Nunez.
Oh, Mr. Negron?
Spanish.
Oh, okay. So I'll have him this, I have Spanish today. In the afternoon, okay. Okay. You're Mr. Nunez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you're here in 19 CF 13304. You were arrested for dealing in stolen property and providing false verification of ownership to a pawn dealer. There's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender. Your bond on count 1 is $2,500. Your bond on count 2 is $150. You're not to have any contact with Edwin Hernandez, and you're not to return to the Cash America pawn. Thank you, sir.
Is as aware of to the victim, I wasn't stolen property. He was aware.
Mr. Nunez, I don't
Yes.
want you to talk to me about the facts of your case or what defenses you have today. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Melvin Walker.
Mr. Walker, you're here in 17 CF 1407. You failed to appear for a status hearing on August 12th of 2019. All right, Mr. Walker, your bond right now is set at none. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you if they weren't previously appointed, sir.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you. Good morning, your name?
Andrew Washington.
Mr. Washington, this is 19 CF 13316. You were arrested pursuant to a warrant for sale and delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school and sale and delivery of cocaine. I'm going to appoint the public defender in each case today, sir. Your bond on count 1 is $7,500. Your bond on count 2 is $150. You have 19 CF 13317. You were again arrested pursuant to a warrant for sale and delivery of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a school. Your bond is $7,500 in that matter. You have 19 CF 13302. You were arrested for possession of ecstasy and possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. Based upon the information in this charging affidavit, there is not probable cause. You're going to be released ROR as to each count.
Which case was that, Aaron?
19 CF 13302.
Thank you.
19 CF 13303, you were arrested for possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, possession of ammo by a convicted delinquent, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, and possession of a controlled substance. There's probable cause for those offenses, sir. Bond on count 1 is $5,000. Bond on count 2 will be $150. Bond on count 3 is $150. Bond on count 4 is $150. And as I said, the public defender is appointed to represent you on all the cases, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir. Good morning, your name?
John L. Weathers.
Mr. Weathers, you are here in 19 CF 13294. You were arrested for fraudulent use of credit cards less than $100, grand theft third degree, and possessing the identification of another. There's probable cause, sir, for those offenses. I'm appointing the public defender. I'm placing you on pretrial release. You are not to return to the West Pullen Collision Center at 890 Carter Road in Winter Garden, and you're not to have any contact with West Pullen or Jennifer Pullen.
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too, sir. Good morning, your name?
Bruce Wool.
Mr. Wool, this is 19 CF 13307. You were arrested for grand theft of a motor vehicle. There is probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Wool, did I see you on the original case?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Your bond is $1,000, sir.
Thank you.
Good morning, your name?
Bernard Young.
Mr. Young, you were here in 19 CF 13271. You were arrested for burglary of a conveyance and petty theft. There's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender. You are not to return to 6469 Powers Point Circle. You're not to have any contact with the victim. Your bond is $3,500. I set your bond at $1,500 on count one, $100 on count two. And I'm revoking your ROR status in 19 CF 10440. I'm going to reset bond at $1,500.
Okay,
Thank you, sir. That's correct. Thank you.
What is it? 1,000 on count one and 500 on count two.
Good morning, your name?
Janita Huckabee.
How about Pablo? Ma'am, you are here for an out-of-county warrant from Hillsborough County related to disorderly conduct, failing to appear.
May I say something?
Well, ma'am, if it's about the disorderly conduct case, I don't have any jurisdiction over the Hillsborough County case, okay? Your bond on that matter is set at none. I'm not gonna take any action on your Orange County case.
Thank you so much.
So Hillsborough County is going to come and pick you up, and you'll see a judge when you get to first appearance there, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Good morning, your name?
Desmond Jones.
Mr. Jones. You were here for an out-of-county probation violation. I don't know what I don't have any facts. I don't know what the probable cause is for the on-view violation of probation. just says that he's sentenced to 15 years of sex offender probation in Seminole County on these case numbers. He was found in violation of the terms and condition of the probation, and a PC arrest was conducted. He was then arrested and taken into custody and booked into the Orange County Jail. Waiting Seminole County transfer for violation of probation. I don't know how he violated the probation. I just- Does anyone have any other additional information? I just, there's no facts. Okay. But why? Why did he, I don't understand why he was arrested.
I have the number for the officer, Gary Winner, but we received a, BFOC report to remove the 5-day hold, but as far as the, review, I didn't know if the state wanted to contact or the P wanted to contact the officer. But he does have reporting requirements as well.
So, Mr. Jones, here's the situation. Your probation officer has had you arrested for violating your probation. I'm supposed to determine whether or not there's facts sufficient to support that arrest. I don't have those facts in front of me, based upon what they've submitted. So I would be inclined to release you, but here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna leave the jail. Oh, well, he's a 5-day hold, right, anyway?
It's released.
It's released? Okay, so you're probably gonna leave, and then what's gonna happen is they're gonna file a warrant for your arrest. They're gonna just come arrest you with the facts, so you're gonna already be here. Or I can just have Seminole County come and pick you up and you can start dealing with the case. Cause that's what's gonna happen anyways. Like I said, if there's, the paperwork doesn't have probable cause, but if I release you, they're gonna come pick you up anyway, cause they're gonna file the proper paperwork and, have you rearrested.
Who
So-
will arrest me though? Orange County or Seminole County?
Depends on where you are.
Okay.
It'll be a warrant. They're gonna file the actual violation of probation affidavit and warrant for you. I have no doubt in my mind.
Okay.
So do you want just to have Seminole County come pick you up?
No.
No? Okay, I'm releasing him. There's no probable cause. Okay, this is the. What do you? Okay. Who do I already did Mr. Charles. Ma'am, what's your name?
Carisha Holmes.
Okay, let me just find her. All right, Ms. Holmes, this is 19 MM 7195. Does Ms. Holmes have any failures to appear?
Two failures to appear, last one, January 2018.
Okay. Ms. Holmes, you're gonna stay here locally in Orlando?
Huh?
You're going to stay here in Orlando?
Oh, yeah,
Okay. You're gonna come to your next court date?
yes.
Okay. Will she be given a court date when she leaves? Okay, so Ms. Holmes, they're gonna give you a court date when you leave the jail.
Yeah,
Make sure you keep that and you attend, otherwise they're gonna issue a warrant for your arrest.
okay,
Okay, I'm gonna grant your motion.
all right.
And then all of the original conditions from the initial appearance are still in place, so you can't return to the scene of the offense.
I know.
Okay? All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, next defendant is Mr. Hosley.
Okay,
On his case, the state has actually filed information, so I did convey an offer this morning.
oh,
We filed information yesterday.
okay,
So the offer was adjudication 30 days, no return, cost of investigation of $78 to the Orlando Police Department. He may have 29 or 30, he has 29, credit for 29 days as of today.
and the offer's 30?
The offer's 30.
Okay, so Mr. Holsley, you'd be released today.
Cool.
Do you wanna resolve the case and
Yes,
just
let's
take
do it
care of
now.
it? Okay, sign the plea form, please. Holsey, right? Sir, did you read the plea form before you signed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about any of the rights that you're giving up?
No questions.
Are you on probation?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand if you are not a U.S. citizen, that this plea will subject you to deportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you taken any drugs, alcohol, or medication that would affect your ability to understand what's happening in court today?
No, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to accept your plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 30 days in the Orange County Jail. You have credit for 29 days time served. You will have to pay court costs, which are due on September 21st of 2020. You have 30 days to appeal the judgment and sentence of the court. And was there a no return?
Yes, Your Honor.
And where is that to?
The link station.
Yes.
The Links Bus
Links
Station?
Bus
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right.
It was rendered on 33-day motion.
All right, what about Vargas? Oh, is that our 33-day motion?
33-day motion, Your Honor.
Okay.
He has 3 days.
Got it. Hold on. All right. And I am ready as well. We did Miss Holmes. We did 33 day. All right. This is 19 CF 10163 Esteban Vargas.
Actually, granted, the state is not in charging decision.
That will be granted. 19 CF 10693 Esteban Vargas.
It's actually denied, the state filed information yesterday night.
That will be denied. 19 CF 10665 Esteban Vargas.
That should be granted, the state filed notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. All right. 19 CF 11773 Kayla Fields.
That should be granted, the state filed notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 19 CF 11416 Dennis Hall.
That should be granted, the state filed notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. 19 CF 12672 Matthew Hamilton.
That should be granted, the state filed notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. 19 CF 12680 Matthew Hamilton.
That should be granted, the state filed notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. 19 CF 11886 Travis McCaskill.
That should be denied, the state filed information and request
That'll be denied. Nineteen CF 9687T, Steve Lorgia, and I'm denying that motion. His, release was revoked on August 14th.
We denied the state file information,
Oh, good.
request to transfer from felony to misdemeanor.
Nineteen CF 11762, Cristiza Hernandez.
That should be granted the state file, notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That will be granted. 19 MM 6940, Harry Mavronas.
That should be granted the state file, notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. 19 CF 11745, Daisha Rivera.
That should be denied the state file information on 9/18.
That'll be denied. 19 MM 6946, Jeremy Neely.
That should be denied the state file information this morning.
That'll be denied. 19 CF 11535, David Anderson.
That should be granted the state file, notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. 19 CF 11753, Corey Holloway.
Should be granted the state file, notice of non-filing for the 33rd day.
That'll be granted. Nineteen CF 11501, Lee Span.
That should be granted the state file with no information.
All right, that'll be granted. Did Jill bring me for this, my paperwork? All right, we're gonna go off the record until we start second session. morning. I'm Judge Amy Carter. This is courtroom 1, session 2. Could I have the attorneys place their appearances on the record, please?
Kathy Kennedy Swanson on behalf of the Office of State Attorney.
Lakeisha Halen, Office of the Public Defender.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Barber, Sherry Barber?
Bonded.
Oh. Sir, good morning, your name? Sir? Tell, your name.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joshua J-A-T-T.
What about, Deshaun Glover? And you're Joshua Jett?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. You are here in 19 CF 13311 for driving while license suspended with knowledge with 2 prior convictions. There's probable cause. Your bond is $2,500. You also have an out-of-county violation of probation based upon the offenses, or the new law offense that is alleged. There's probable cause for that, sir. I'm going to set your bond at none. I'm not gonna take any action on your Orange County out on bond case. Palm Beach County is gonna come pick you up and you can, see a judge when we get there.
Okay, so I won't be here for very long then.
Probably the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay. Don't they have
Oh,
other
if you,
charges?
they won't come get you unless you bond out on the new
On this, that's what I'm saying, yeah,
driving
I'm
while
not
license
gonna
suspended.
do that this time, I don't think.
All
Yeah.
right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait until that's resolved.
Ma'am, good morning. I'm right here, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you Miss Stark? Miss
Yes.
Stark, you failed to appear for court on August 3rd of 2016 for trespass on property other than a structure or a conveyance. Did you want to resolve your case this morning? Do you want to enter a plea, Miss Stark?
You said I was trespassing?
Right.
What about?
In 2016, they said that it was at 2731 Silver Star Road, the property of J.E. Owens and Company or Horace Johnson.
Well, I still don't know about that. Is it over there to the railroad where we was sitting at?
Mm-hmm.
At the railroad? Okay, how much is that?
Well, I'm asking you if you want to resolve the case today. Do you want to enter a plea and you'll be released?
What is that?
May I have
Yeah.
a moment?
What-
with-
What is that? Yeah.
You said it. Okay.
I wanna,
I'll change it to a credit term served, no return.
we gonna see that.
So it's a credit for time served. If you resolve it today, if you resolve it today, it's a credit for time served, so you'll be able to leave. If it's an adjudication appeal, then you can't go back to. What was the location? I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's okay. It's 2731 Silver Star Road. It's J.E. Owens and Company. It's a business.
So J.E. Owens and Company, you can't go back there if you accept the offer today, okay? Is that something you understand?
6 days. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
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 You want to take,
Ms. Stark, is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
okay, you want to resolve it today?
yeah.
Okay.
sign right here. Right where the X at, okay?
Okay.
All right, Ms. Stark, I'm going to accept your plea, adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 6 days in the Orange County Jail. You've got credit for 6 days' time served, and you can't go back to the J.E. Owens and Company property, ma'am. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to pay court costs. I'll give you a year to pay them, so they're due by September 21st of 2020, okay?
Your Honor, can you tell her the amount of court costs, please?
$323.
600.
$323. All right. Thank you, Ms. Stark.
All right, Ms. Dawes, hold your feet up. We out of here.
Okay. Yo, wait. Give me, how much that is? Your piece of paper.
Slide.
September 21st.
Good morning. Your name, sir?
Daquan Hart.
Mr. Hart, you are here in 19 CT 6978. You were arrested for driving while license suspended with knowledge. There is probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender to represent you. Your bond is $500. You also have an out-of-county violation of probation for Marion County, sir, the basis of which is your new law offense. There's probable cause for that. I'm going to set your bond at none in that matter, and I will take no action on your out on bond case. I will appoint the public defender to represent you as well. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Juan Antonio Seguirre.
Sir, this is 13 CT 8918. You failed to appear for a status hearing and a DUI case. Your bond is $2,000, sir. You also have 13 CT 8922. You failed to appear for operating a car without a valid driver's license. Your bond in that matter is $2,000 as well. I will appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Do we need to give him any dates as a status hearing? We have to give him court dates. We'll give him a pretrial conference date. This is Division 84. Division 84. That's Judge Jewett. Your pretrial conference date is September 26th at 8:45 a.m., courtroom 4B.
And Your Honor, it was $2,000 on both counts?
Correct.
Thank you.
Ma'am, good morning. Your name?
Kelly Barrow.
Ms. Barrow, this is 19MM628. You were arrested for battery. There's probable cause. I'll appoint the public defender. You're not to have any contact with Kaylin Foreman. You're not to possess any weapons or any firearms. I'm setting your bond at $500, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am, your name?
Aaron Danner.
Ms. Danner, this is 19 7737. You were arrested for battery. There's probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender. You're not to have any contact with Wendy Strauss. You're not to return to the 7-Eleven at 8499 South John Young Parkway. And your bond, ma'am, is $500.
Thank you.
So they only do the hold on the felony VOPs, right? Or on the violent felony offender of special concern is the only probation holds that will come up, right? County, okay. Good morning, sir, your name?
Jason Wilson.
Oh. How about Mr. Mark Rodriguez? Bonded. And you're Mr. Wilson. Sir, you were arrested for driving while license suspended with 2 prior convictions in 19 CF 13264. There is probable cause. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you, setting your bond at $500, sir. You cannot drive without a valid driver's license. Do you understand me? Okay, thank you, sir. All right. And is that all? Then we will be in recess.